People sound way too full of myself. You're right, and I ain't even made it to dessert. But be no angel, star no spangle. 40-inch weave by killing don't tango. Call my drug dealer boyfriend on tango. Use the tightening when I'm eating a mango. Yeah.
Hi y'all, my name's Liz, and today we're going to be discussing the dangers of falling in love with somebody's potential. People often get tied up in the delusion of somebody instead of the reality of the connection. It'll be years down the line, and people will stay in unsatisfying connections based off of the what if. What if they change? What if they begin acting right? What if they begin spoiling me? What if this happens? Let's be real. If the what if isn't happening right now, it'll probably happen. How long have you been telling yourself, what if this happens? Like, trust me, you never want to be the delusional girl or waste your time being delusional, because it'll have you in a cycle of excuses, hope, and heartbreak. Like, girl it's been 19 years, 19 nights, a whole documentary series, and they are still the same person. Like, come here. They are still the same person. You're waiting on a miracle, and miracles don't happen for grown people who just don't want to grow. Trust me, I made the same mistake chasing the illusion. Instead of accepting the reality of who they actually are, let me tell you something. That will just drain your spirit just waiting for somebody to change. It'll drain your confidence, your energy, and just your sense of reality. And here's the thing, if they're not there yet, they probably honestly will never be. People don't change because you love them more. People change because they want to. And some days that day may never come. So stop sitting around and waiting for a miracle and telling yourself they will change. Eventually, is it now? And if it isn't happening now, what makes you think you should keep holding out for something that may never happen? Let's be real. While you're waiting, you're actually missing out on people who's already at your level. You're holding on to potential while you have real life opportunities passing you by. And you don't have time. You do not have time for that. So stop making excuses for somebody who hasn't even decided to meet you halfway. That's not love. That's literally self-sabotage. You have to look at what's in front of you. If the connection is not fulfilling, and if the respect isn't there, and if the actions aren't matching the words, then stop living in the what if and start just living in reality. You deserve someone who shows up for you today, not somebody who might show up for you someday. Because some days, there never might be a day, girl. And some days will ruin your life if you allow it. So stop making excuses for people who continuously overstep your boundaries and mistreat you because of your potential or because of what you see in them. Pour that energy into yourself and figure out what you need to do, because I promise you, chasing pavement, like Adele said, is not part of the bucket list. I promise you that. You have one life. Time is precious, so please continue to choose you and stop waiting around for somebody to magically become what you deserve, and start being the person that puts up with less. I promise you, once you start putting up with less, you'll see how much lighter your life feels. And it's not about being mean or heartless. People think they're mean or heartless for freaking not selling for freaking crumbs. You're worth more than waiting around. You're worth more than begging for the bare minimum. And enough isn't asking for too much. It's just making the right kind of space for the right kind of love. And let's be real, if somebody can't meet your energy now, what makes you think they'll suddenly decide to level up and change? You've already been accepting their crumbs. And it's just important to take all that energy you've been pouring and hoping that they'll change and start pouring it into yourself. Redirect it into your passions, your growth, and your peace. And the truth is, the more that you choose yourself, the more you're going to attract things that are actually meant for you. Because when you're out here being a bad baddie, focusing on yourself, people are going to come around you because they're attracted to that energy. But you'll never meet people at your level if you're still sitting around waiting for that guy to change. So stop settling for connections that are one-sided or draining. Stop giving chances to somebody who's shown that they don't deserve another one. Life's too short for the what if. It's time to embrace what it is. And what it is right now is you need to put yourself first. You are your own greatest love story, and the right person will show up and ready to love you for who you are without you having to convince them. You should never have to beg for anybody to treat you right. You should never have to continuously put yourself in a situation to be rejected multiple times because you like somebody. It's just genuinely not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. And even after you do all that begging, even if they begin to treat you right, you're gonna have built up resentment because it's like, why did I have to go through hell and back to treat me right? Don't waste your time and your energy on people, places, and things that just, like, if you have to beg, like, if you have to honestly beg somebody to treat you with basic respect or be kind to you, that person is not meant to be in your life. Shown you the type of person that they are, and continuously allowing yourself to ignore it, telling yourself that you believe that this is the best thing you can get. You believe that you have to beg to receive what you want. You believe that you have to beg a guy to buy you flowers. You believe that you have to beg that girl to give you attention. Like, no, that's not cutesy. That's not very mindful. That's not even very demure. I fear it's not very demure. And honestly, not even to be hating on anybody, like, that's like in this cycle of their life, because we've all had an encounter with somebody that we just want to treat us so badly with respect, but you just have to understand, like, it's not your job to chase around somebody who hasn't even met you halfway. And especially, it's just like their behavior isn't a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. Like, but you're disrespecting yourself by continuously allowing yourself to stay in a situation that you know is unsatisfying, that you know does not meet your needs, that you know that it's not fair give and take. That's the thing with friendships, connections, and even like relationships in general. It's fair give and take. You have to be fair. Like, you have to give something to get something, like, you know what I mean? And it's about balance as well. But it's like, if there's just a certain level of respect that isn't being shown, you have to remove yourself from the situation, because it's just like, look at it as you're pouring into somebody's cup, right? You're pouring and pouring into their cup. What about you? You have chased, you have begged, you have you've given every reason underneath the sun on why somebody should treat you well. What about you? Like, where's that energy for yourself? Where is the energy for yourself? Like, don't be so busy sacrificing yourself and your energy and your time to somebody else just because you want to feel love. Love is a temporary emotion. And honestly, love is not enough, unfortunately, I fear, but we're not ready for that conversation. That's a video for the next topic. But what I am here to tell you, that don't waste your time in the what ifs, and don't waste your time begging or chasing people that can't even give you basic respect or basic communication. If it takes 1 second to text somebody back, it takes 1 minute to call somebody and explain something. It's a choice. It's a choice for that person to respect you or disrespect you. And if they're choosing to disrespect you, it's because they don't care about you being in their lives. They get a rush out of this. People get a rush out of somebody chasing them. And that's why when I tell people don't chase anybody, because there's always going to be something better for you, something that's more aligned for you. And especially, it's just like, when you chase somebody, you're putting them on the pedestal. Baby girl, that Fenty cost nearly $100. Baby girl, that makeup was expensive. And you're wasting it crying over a boy. Sometimes in life, it's okay to just be like, you know what? This person really doesn't like me. And I'm okay with that. That has nothing to do with my self-value. And it's also not my job to chase or figure out why they don't like me. It's okay if somebody just doesn't want you. Your world will continue to spin regardless of the person that you're chasing and begging for. Life without that person is still gonna be good. You have to believe that you deserve more, that you're worth more than what you're settling for. So, in summary, put yourself first. Anything that's meant for you comes easily and you don't have to beg for it. And there's always something better, and you're worth more than waiting around for a text back. Like, as I said earlier, you deserve somebody to treat you right today. not somebody that'll treat you right someday. And with that being said, bye. Love you.